Good morning. Good to see you. Give me some feedback on that. If anyone would like to share how that was for you. If you've never done mirror work before, the first time I ever even tried it, I think I was in my early 20s and I was reading Louise Hay's book. And just when I looked at myself in the mirror and looked in my own eyes and said, I love you, I just burst into tears. I just think that we see ourselves in the mirror, but we don't really see ourselves. And once we learn to do that, then it helps develop love and compassion and everything for ourselves, which in turn allows us to be that same way with other people. So it's a good practice to get into. It seems to be one of the harder things to learn on the planet, to love oneself, to really, but then I always think of that, love thy neighbor as thyself. Like you have to love yourself first before you can love your neighbor. It's impossible to love somebody else if you're not having that inside yourself. Today, as I mentioned, we're just going to go right through with the voice of Ding LeMay, and I'll do the demonstration so you can watch me. And just the quick reminder, we have the secret switch, the thank thee, Lord, for the breath of my life, and then swallowing to lock it up. Let's get started and just do the quick harmonic balancing breath. I'm going to let you guys count for yourselves. Just do it in your own pace for today's. But remember, it's inhale 4, hold 16, unplug the opposite nostril, and exhale for 8. And then 4, 16, 8 again. We'll do that 2 cycles. Let's just do that to get balanced, and then we'll say a prayer. Take a second and maybe blow your nose. It's very important to have your nasal passages cleared, as well as tending to your feet. So if your feet have any calluses or corns or anything like that, he recommends caring for your feet as well, because that's where all the earth, the terrestrial energy comes in through our feet. Take some deep centering breaths in through our nose. And exhaling with a sigh, finding ourselves present and centered in this now moment, the only moment in which life is happening. Breathing in. And exhaling anything out that no longer serves us. Setting your intention for today, what you hope to get out of today or what you hope to release. Just take a moment to think about that. And now we imagine a great wall of golden light about us. Nothing can penetrate or pierce this light as it holds us protectingly in its own essence. Above us, the higher ones in the great hierarchy of universal wisdom, holding over us that gossamer substance, which forms a panoply under which we all rest together in the great peace. Within this circle, there is wisdom. Below this circle, there is love. God is love. And we just give so much thanks for being able to come here together in this way, and for the technology that allows us to connect like this and practice together as we feel ourselves together, connected in the spirit, connected in the breath of life, giving thanks. Almighty and eternal fount of wisdom, grant us knowledge, understanding, and wisdom, that we may speak here words of truth, love, and hope. We ask for light from the higher spheres, and may our guides guard and control our mind and tongue, so that nothing but the truth may here be given, and that the good seed sown may find fertile spots to live and grow. And those who are now in darkness and obscurity, may they be brought forth into the radiant sunshine and the joyous glory of the unfoldment of true spiritual goodness. Deep breath in. Exhaling with a sigh. And now just a quick reminder, if you guys are sitting on a chair that has metal on it, you want to pull your body forward to the edge of the chair so that your body isn't touching any of the metal. Okay, I forgot to mention that. Just remembering that mental physics is a science of feeling. So every breath we're going to practice, guided by Ding LeMay today, when we are resting in the affirmation, the meditation, we want to just observe what's happening inside our body. What happens to all that air and oxygen and prana and everything that we're breathing in? How does it mix and meld inside our body? So just watch. Developing breath.
Now, my beloved, we shall take ourselves, I trust, to very high levels of our own spirit. So now, the palms of the hands downward as we enter into our memory developing breath. First, the thought. I thank thee, Lord, for the breath of my life.
Now exhale together.
Now, all together. Up. 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 Stop. Watching within your own body, following any little phenomenon that strikes your attention. Now in the spirit, 2 more sevens, all together, up. Stop. Watch. Perhaps those dancing beads of light in front of the forehead. Perhaps that sensation at the tips of the fingers or the tips of the toes or soles of the feet. Perhaps in the throat. Imagining that beautiful face, completely unlined and happy. Now, 2 more sevens all together, up. Stop. And now, one triumphant 7, all together, up. Stop. And now the backs of the hands on the knees, the eyes closed. And now I imagine that great light at the top of my head. The top of my head is heavy and relaxed. The forehead is heavy. The eyes are relaxed. The muscles of the face are withdrawn. The jaw gently drops. No pressure on the teeth. The arms and the hands are very heavy. But oh, how happy I feel. I feel happy all over, particularly in my beautiful face. My face is bathed in smiles. My whole body is bathed in the blushes of my smiles. I feel a gentle pressure from within, outward. And that gentle pressure is taking away all little lines of fear, care, inward disappointment, anything negative. I feel happy all over. Now I bring the light down. The chest is relaxed. The abdomen falls down. And the light comes down, down, down to the tips of my toes. And now I imagine that great light at the back of my neck. I'm looking down over my beautiful spine. It seems that I'm looking at a wonderful waterfall with the sunshine playing on it, so that I see a countless number of tiny specks of iridescent light. Light, light. And I know my whole body to be full of light. If thine eye be single, the single eye, the third eye, the inner eye, the spiritual eye, the creative eye, the eternal eye. If thine eye be single, thy whole body shall be full of light. And I know that every cell in that countless number of cells in my body is a lamp, a light, a torch, bringing to me the light of the divine wisdom within me. The light being in perfect correspondence with the flame, as the flame is in perfect correspondence with the fire, the fire, the fire that is in the center of centers of centers of centers of my innermost being, the fire of divine love within me, within me. And so, feeling happy upward, giving thanks outward, slowly I take a little breath and a long, deep, sweeping sigh. Now, I lock it up. I make it my own. As I take another little breath and a quick sigh, I wake up quietly. Now we will pass into the revitalizing breath, followed by the inspirational breath at one standing. Instantaneously, feet, ankles, shins, calves, knees snapped back, the buttocks, the body pulled up to its full stature, the shoulders dropped, freedom in the neck, the arms and the hands tensed to the same degree as are the legs and the feet. First, remember, pull that secret switch. I am filled with light. First, then the thought. I thank thee, Lord, for the breath of my life. Now all together we exhale. Now I'm taking in life. 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 Now a big sniff inward. Hold it. Pull on the fingertips. Pull on the feet. Pull on the buttocks. I am the master of my body. Hold it. Now no dropping of the head, no dropping of the chest. I am the master of my body. Now all together we exhale. Now we relax entirely, coming right down. As I think of, as I feel for the inner meaning, the hidden meaning of these sublimely simple words. I am whole, whole. Nothing is lacking. Nothing can be added. I am whole. I am perfect. I am strong. I am powerful, full of power. Every cell in my body is a complete power plant working for me. I am loving. I am that of which the universe is made, moving. I am loving. I am harmonious, in harmony, balance, poise, equilibrium. I am in harmony with the laws of this universe. I am rich. I am young. And now, as if innumerable streams of living light are coursing downward in the body, I am happy. I look happy. I feel happy. I am happy. And so, feeling happy upward, giving thanks outward, imagining that great golden shower of light going out in all directions, the secret of the golden flower. Slowly, I take a little breath and a long, deep, sweeping sigh. I lock it up as I take another little breath and a quick sigh, as I prepare myself for the inspirational breath. Again, instantaneously, feet, ankles, shins, calves, knees snapped back, the buttocks, the body pulled up to its full stature, the shoulders dropped, the arms and the hands. Now, the inspirational breath. First, the thought. Now all together we exhale. Now I'm taking in life. Those beautiful arms, taking in life. Life. Now the right thumb under the left thumb, the two forefingers touching, the backs of the hands together. Hold it. Now we come down 45 degrees. Down, down, down. And now we relax entirely, coming right down, relaxing the whole body. I thank thee, Lord, for my body. My body, the transcendently beautiful, the infinitely intricate, but the most gloriously accurate instrument in this universe. My body, the temple of the living God, the temple of the God that lives within me, that is alive within me. I stand in reverence. I stand in adoration. I stand in veneration before the wisdom pent up in the very substance of my body. And I pledge myself, I vow, that from this moment henceforward, nothing that I shall eat or drink, Nothing that I shall do or say or think shall injure or abuse this temple of the living God, my body. And so, feeling happy upward, not thinking that I am happy only, feeling happy upward, giving thanks outward, slowly and a long, deep, sweeping sigh. I lock it up. It is my own. As I take another little breath and a quick sigh. Now we will pass into the perfection breath. Now instantaneously. Now position. First the thought. Now all together we exhale. Now I'm taking in life. 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 Now a big sniff inward. Hold it. We get ready. Swing number one. Swing number two. Swing number three. Arms at the sides. We exhale. Now we relax entirely. Coming right down as I prepare myself to think the greatest thought I ever shall be able to think. Whatever the Creator is, I am. Differentiated from all other life forms in this universe. I am the Creator in human form. The Creator is right here, right in the heart of me, right in the mind of me, right in the substance of me, right in the being of me. Reveal thyself, O Lord of my life, O Lord of the eternal, thou that art the same yesterday, today, tomorrow, forever. Come, I wait, I listen, I am still, I watch within me. And now I will to see the Creator at work within the temple, as feeling happy upward, giving thanks outward, slowly and a long, deep, sweeping sigh. Now I lock it up. As I take another little breath and a quick sigh.
It's a lot of oxygen that most of us are not used to. So just monitor yourself. And I promise you, as you go along, especially even just this week, you're going to get better and better at it and get the mechanics down. And there is something wonderful that comes when you just go straight through and breathe this much air. It activates everything.
Now we will pass into the vibromagnetic breath. Fingers, thumbs. First, the thought.
This one is like this.
I thank thee, Lord, for the breath of my life. Now, all together we exhale. Now I'm taking in life. 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 Splendid. Keep it going. Life. Now a big sniff inward. Now we get ready. Swing number one. Swing number two. Swing number three. Arms at the sides. We exhale. And now we relax entirely. Coming right down. And now I'm thinking of the loveliest thing I have ever known. The loveliest thing I have ever known. There it comes before my mind, that beautiful picture, perhaps from the long ago, perhaps from the far away, but there it stands perfectly clearly delineated before my mind as if it happened but a moment ago. I thank thee, Lord, for my memory. I thank thee that I am able to bring back from the vault of the past any beautiful thing that is in my memory. And I pledge myself, I vow, that from this moment henceforward, nothing shall enter my memory. No idea of negation of whatsoever kind. Nothing shall enter my memory, but that which is in unison with all good and my own very highest conception of truth. And there I see my whole conduct. There I see the whole conduct of man. And so I will that that picture shall be lost again in the absorption of my being, as feeling happy upward, giving thanks outward, slowly, and a long, deep, sweeping sigh. And then now I lock it up. As I take another little breath and a quick sigh. Now, my beloved, we will pass on into the cleansing breath. Instantaneously, freedom in the neck, watch the head. Now, position. First, the thought. Now, altogether, we exhale. Now, I'm taking in life. 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 Keep it going. Life. Now a big sniff inward. Hold it. Now we get ready. We unlock. Swing number one.
Palms facing down. Touch.
Swing number two. Swing number three. Arms at the sides. We exhale. And now I imagine a great heat at the base of my spine. I can feel it coming up. It's coming up. And now I imagine a great light that comes from the flame, that comes from the fire, that gives the heat. It's coming up and out. Up and out. I imagine a peacock feather of gold in my spine. It's coming up and out, up and out. It seems to strike upon the surface of my body. It seems to go beyond my body, up and out. Now I'm thinking of the top of my head, and I see my whole body to be full of light. The light of the divine wisdom that is in every living thing. And now I will fan the living flame that brings the light, as feeling happy upward, giving thanks outward, slowly, and a long, deep, sweeping sigh. I lock it up. So I take another little breath and a quick sigh. Now we will pass into the grand rejuvenation breath. The heels touching. Now position. Now all together we exhale. Now I'm taking in life. 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 Now a big sniff inward. Hold it. We drop the head and down, back, down, down, back. We stand erect. We exhale. Now down, splendid, back. Down, back. Down, pulling on the head. We stand erect. We inhale. And now we slowly drop the hand. Now the success of this breath, my beloved, depends entirely upon your ability to relax. I am youth. I am youth. I am youth. I see before me that picture of my idealized self. I see that luxuriant hair, those sparkling eyes, that beautiful, beautiful face, unlined and happy, rounded neck, strong arms and hands. And now I come down over that beautiful being. I thank thee, Lord, for the truth of my being. I am youth, wondrous, glorious, vibrant, vivacious youth, achieving youth, fearless youth, full of courage, strength, power. I thought my body wore out and grew old, but now I know, as I stand in the presence, new cells are being made for me. I am being renewed. I sing, I shout, I rejoice. I sing the song of conquest. There is no age for me, no decay, no senility, no death. I am free, free, free from the ravages of time, free from all negation of my own mind. And so, feeling happy upward, giving thanks outward, slowly and a long, deep, sweeping sigh. Now, my beloved, I take a little breath and I sit down younger. I am creating my new world. I am creating my new body in my new world. Whatever it is, I am. Now we will pass into your own spiritual breath. First, the thought. Now all together, position. Elbows forward. Now, my beloved, together, we pull that switch. We feel ourselves together, flooded in, absorbed in light. Now, all together we exhale. Now I'm taking in life. 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 Splendid, keep it going. Life. Now a big sniff inward. Be sure, follow the voice. To the right, to the left, to the right, to the left, to the right, to the left. We stand erect, we exhale. Now we slowly drop the hands. Now I'm thinking upward to the top of my head. I'm thinking joy, 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 joy. And now simultaneously we send it out. I embrace this class. I embrace all in mental physics wherever they may be. I embrace the city. I embrace the state. And now I watch as I see those great waves of light rolling out, growing of their own nature. I embrace the country. I embrace the whole world. I embrace the whole human race. Now, with the light of the divine wisdom within me, with my love, with my joy, with my life, I embrace every living thing. And now I stand fast, lest the light be too great for me, as it returns to me by that mystic fourfold law, not from the one point from which I sent it, but from all the points. It's coming back, back, nearer, nearer, nearer. And now it embraces me. It embosoms me. It overwhelms me. That light of the divine wisdom, that love, that joy, that life that comes to me from every living thing, so that I know my whole body, this wide universe, to be full of light, light, light. And now I will charge every cell of my physical body with that light of the divine wisdom, that love, that joy, that life that comes to me from every living thing, as feeling happy upward, giving thanks outward, slowly and a long, deep, sweeping sigh. Now I lock it up. It is my own. As I take another little breath and a quick sigh, and I sit down quietly. May peace embosom thee. May courage and strength wait constantly upon thee. May you always have the zeal to press on. Let us be still together.
The fourfold law that's what he says. It's not from the one source in which I sent it, but from all the, so you're sending light out to every consciousness on the planet, the beings and since we're all connected, then all that energy comes back at you, since we get back in this universe what we put out into it. So we're a magnet for that coming back. So it's always a great practice to send light and love. Sometimes I imagine like a little tiny earth in front of me, and then I just imagine surrounding the entire earth with light until it's just like a little ball of light. Is, one of the amazing things about our body is whatever our thoughts tell us, our body just naturally believes that, like it just follows suit. So that's why it's so important to put positive things in your mind and create new neural pathways, getting rid of all the stuff that kind of blocks our flow. I had a thought when I was doing the breath, maybe I think it's awesome for you guys to experience it just with Ding Lamay and go straight through. Sometimes it is a bit fast, especially if you're new. So maybe tomorrow I'll try leading the breaths, leaving some space, more space after to just absorb it. Because I remember always thinking my teacher went too fast when I was learning them. I wanted to sit more in the meditation. So maybe I'll try that. 4 minutes left of chanting, which is another big part of the science of mental physics, affirmations, breath work, and sound. And sound is a huge mover of energy. And when I first moved out here to the desert and went to like a little spiritual group and we would do 3 ohms at the end of the group, I couldn't even do it. Nothing would come out. like I was all blocked up in here. And so I encourage you, even if it seems weird, just try it. Dingle leading a group of people. So he'll do the first couple ohms, and then he'll say, and now together, and the whole group will come in. And I do it that way so you don't feel so weird if you're just all by yourself. But even if you just want to start gently, if you're not in a place where you can really, let it out, just do a little sound and try to imagine your throat opening up. Try to imagine the sounds of the universe expressing through you, like a pure sound. For the Western mind, sometimes it can seem a bit weird, but in many other cultures, it's a regular practice. Mantras and different sort of chants and prayers. Even I think of this cassette tape that I had when I was a teenager where they were talking about chanting. I found it at a garage sale, and it was just like I was magnetized to it. And they were talking about chanting has always existed, like even at football games, and the whole crowd goes, take them back, way back, or whatever they're doing. They are sending energy out as a group, And even around the world, like different monks will go to like a dead lake and chant, and the life will come back in the lake, in the water, that kind of thing, or the river. So never underestimate the power of sound.
I ask us to have our eyes closed. I ask us in a moment of supreme inward delight to feel that as you may hear a sound, that you will enter the sound, that you will be conscious alone of the sound. And then, when I give you the instruction, then let the sound that you hear come forth from within you exactly as you hear it, exactly as you feel it. Let us then be still for a moment, supremely happy. Now you're still chanting. You feel the vibration. Let us change it a little, and then let there be abundance of sound. And so, my beloved, we will close with that feeling. Let us be silent together. We give thanks. We give thanks. We give thanks.
I hope that felt good for everybody. That's another practice that can get deeper over time. In all meditation and any type of thing like this, it's very easy to get distracted. Our monkey mind has, it just keeps going and going and going. It's perfectly human and perfectly normal to get distracted and you get in your head. And then sometimes when I'm doing that, I'll find myself thinking like, oh, what am I going to do after this? And what am I going to have for breakfast? Or, like just the mind going. And when I get in that mode and I observe that I'm thinking, I say thinking, and then I go back to feeling. You just try to bring yourself back to the breath because the mind needs something to do. So you can give it something to do by thinking of the word feeling, feeling, like become aware that you're thinking and just bring yourself back. It's like training for the mind over time. And some days you're just more distracted than others, just like with yoga. Some days you're more balanced than others. Some days you can stand forever on one foot and some days you are wobbly. So it's just go easy on yourself and continue to practice and don't beat up on yourself for getting distracted if you do. Ding LeMay teaches us like masters in practicing. And, that's what we really all are. We're apprentices and we must become masters. That's what he said of how can we activate our spirit within the human form? How can we activate our spirit to the greatest heights that we can within the physical form? Express as much of ourself as we can in this life that we get to express our divinity, right? So being kind to ourselves is of paramount importance. It's not always easy, but it's definitely important. It takes a while to get all the mechanics down and the secret switch and the this and the that and remembering everything. It really does. It says like light, life. Yeah, that's just breathing in. And then, but after you exhale, from that point on, it's just breathing normally and relaxing. I have to put myself back in a beginner's mind because I've been doing it so long that it's just second nature. So I really appreciate the feedback. And tomorrow, maybe I'll just go through it again myself, with my own words guiding you so that you can get the mechanics down even better. Thank you guys so much for getting on today. See you tomorrow.